Okay, so I appreciate that we haven't been the most entertaining side recently. The fans are particularly happy with the brand of football, and I had a chat with the guys. It kind of didn't really get the reaction I was expecting. I've been a little harsh on Sahi Kolasinac recently, it is safe to say, in some of the recent episodes. I think he's either taken the piss or he's really taken it on board and wants to make a difference, because he turned up to training like this. As long as he doesn't start singing, we're going to be fine. Drop the intro. Hello all, MikeRo here, and other than thinking, what an entertaining shirt, I'm hoping that we're going to have lots of goals for you today in our two games. First one is us hosting Newcastle in the Premier League as we continue to search for the elusive title, and then after that we've got the away trip to Turkey to take on Besiktas in the second leg of our second knockout round of the Europa League. Might as well fill you in on how we've been doing, because that's what I always do when it comes to these. 3 more wins, and notably 3 more clean sheets. We have not conceded in 5 competitive games of football. Could you ever think you could say that about Arsenal? No. As you've seen from the theme of today's episode, that defensive solidarity has come at the expense of scoring lots of goals. We've only scored 5 in those 6 in those 4 games. So we're very good defensively. Offensively, not that great, and that is reflected in the stats of the players. As you can tell here, our top scorer is, of course, Nicolas Pepe with 17 goals. After that, it's Aubameyang with 9 and Lacazette with 8. So Pepe is the only player to have got into double figures this year. Quite disappointing, really, when you look at it from that perspective, considering the amount of attacking talent we've got in this team. We are, to fill you in, 8 points beyond Manchester City, but we do have a game in hand. Liverpool are 4 points ahead of us, and we are on the same amount of them. Fortunately, we have kind of crept away from West Ham, Tottenham and Man United in the battle for that 4th spot. We're 12 points ahead of West Ham, and they've played a game more. I think we're going to be okay. I think top 4 is nearly almost secured before a really tough run in which we touched on at the end of the last episode. Anyway, I'm rambling. Newcastle. And today we are going to be playing our full strength team, and you pretty much already know the lineup now these days. Leonos in goal, Kolasinac, Milenkovic, David Luiz and Bellerin as the defence. I'm wondering if Kolasinac is going to take it upon himself to score some goals today. Torreira, Delaney and Van der Beek make up the midfield 3, with Aubameyang, Pepe and Lacazette our formidable front 3. Well, Pepe is formidable, the other 2 are on paper very good. I've told the team we expect to win the match. We're all marching out here nicely. I'm really looking forward to a good win today. I'm hoping to carry on and then secure our Champions League spot as soon as physically possible. Then I can either focus on winning the Europa League if we're not in with a chance of winning the title, or we obviously go a bit harder and see if we can get into that top 2, push City and Liverpool all the way to the finish, because obviously no one got near the 2 of them last year. It's good that we're not that far off and we are within touching distance of arguably the 2 best teams in Europe. We made a good start with 3 shots in the first 15 minutes. I'm going to go to a more positive approach then already. Let's see if we can up the ante a little bit. And I'm also going to get the guys to get creative and see if we can break down this solid Newcastle defence. Stevie Bruce still in charge of the Magpies and the Toon Army. And they're down 16th, so they're battling for their lives at the moment. But they are 11 points ahead of Aston Villa in 18th, which is upsetting because obviously, as many of you will know, I'm a big Villa fan. They are my second team. Obviously, Liverpool is my first team. This isn't going particularly well, in all fairness. It's been half an hour, and I talked about us being the great entertainers, and or trying to become the great entertainers, and I've not even had a highlight to show you. So, oh, here we go. Torreira over a set piece. Pepe! He's got his 18th of the season. We're brilliant from set pieces this year. I've realised that somehow Lucas Torreira is an incredible free kick taker. This is what I've established. He must have so many assists or key passes this season just from flinging the ball in. Great header there by Pepe at the back stick. Easy beat to it. Sean Longstaff, unlucky mate. 1-0. Get in. Open the floodgates. Bring him in. Bring in the elephants. Bring in the circus acts. We got this. And Kolasinac won't let us down. I am brave, I am bruised. This is who I'm meant to be. It's Pepe. Back to Torreira. Back to Delaney. I mean, it's just 1-2 central here. I feel like the Count in Sesame Street. 1 touch, 2 touch, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Ah, ah, ah. We're not getting anywhere near the goal. Great ball from Delaney to Kolasinac. Saeed Jackman. Oh, he's played a brilliant ball in, and Pepe's at the back post for his 19th goal of the season. This boy is on fire. Pepe's on fire. Brilliant from Kolasinac. He just waltzes down the line, shifts onto his left peg, and Pepe with 2 headers as well. Can you believe it? Newcastle being taken apart by this new look, exciting Arsenal team. Yes. Oh my god, there's another highlight. 3 highlights and a half. You're treated, viewers. Torreira, lovely ball over the top. We just keep finding room down this left-hand side. Aubameyang tees it in. Pepe, he's got a hat-trick of headers. And it's his 20th goal of the season. Absolutely incredible. And I was joking about us becoming the great entertainers. It's 3-0 and it's not even half-time yet. Yeah. Mwah. I have no idea why I did that. Great ball in by Aubameyang and Kolasinac down the left. And Pepe is just walking through here. And I have to say, Jethro Williams, who's following him today, is having an absolute nightmare, as is Matt Ritchie. And that gap's closing now. The gap's closed down to only 5 points between us and City, and it's only half-time. I'm going to passionately say I'm very happy with the way you guys have been playing. That was pretty much as good as it gets. I'm going to take Lucas Torreira off, and I'm going to bring on Joe Willock, who's been very good this year. And we're going to go to 4-2-3-1. Why not? Van der Beek moves into the attacking playmaker role. Joe Willock here is going to sit, and I'm going to get him to play as an advanced playmaker in behind as well. So we've got a lot of playmaking going on in that midfield. But we've had so much possession, we might as well just see how much more creative we can be with it. I'd be very, very happy with this. We've had 16 shots, and the most important thing here is that 50% of them have been on target. It is a far cry from the last 3 episodes where we've had so many shots, and the ratio of ones that have actually been on target is maybe, I don't know, 1 in 7, 1 in 6. The finishing's been awful, but today, much, much better. Joe Willock, oh my god, what an effort, and what a save by Dubravka. Joe Willock, by the way, if you haven't got him on Football Manager, get him. He's honestly incredible. He scores pile drivers, he links the play, he's dynamic, he's strong, he's quick, he's everything. He's absolutely magic on this game. And I have to say, he's scored 6 goals for us already as Pepe whips the ball in. Lacazette at the back post. Since when can Newcastle not defend the ball in the air? It's 4-0. The great entertainers are here. This is me. Oh god, I've opened the curtains. Great ball in by Pepe as I'm having a curtain domestic crisis. I have a peg to hold my curtains together because they're a bit small and they don't join up in the middle. They don't overlap, and I don't like that. So I'm trying to sort that out while still recording. Bear with me. I have no idea how that footage looked. 3 minutes of added on time. It's been a very mellow kind of finish to the game. It was obviously over by half time, but we've not relented today. That is brilliant. The fact that we've got over 50% of our shots on target makes me very, very happy. Now we just need to do that consistently, and we will be a force to be reckoned with. Nicolas Pepe with 3 goals and 1 assist, playing at a 9.6. My highest rating for any player on the game this year so far. Magical. I certainly say I am very happy today with the result and the way you played. Magnificent. And that's the first hat-trick I've got on FM20 as well, because I've just unlocked the hat-trick achievement. Well done, Nicolas Pepe. I'm going to praise him for that. You have to, really, don't you? So you were superb for that goal last time out. Well done, mate. Bring on Besiktas. Some Turkish delight would be wonderful. Not the actual food. It's disgusting and perfumed. Who puts perfume in chocolate? Is it chocolate? It's like weird, like perfume jelly, isn't it? Turkish delight. I know I'm scoffing at it. I'll eat it, but then I'll pretty much eat anything. With the exception of cheese. I'm not a big fan of cheese. Not because I don't like the taste, but because it makes me feel sick. And it usually, yeah. I won't go into details, but I'll leave it to your imagination. It's like a little mini Q&A session with myself. If anyone ever does have any questions for me in the comment section, just leave them there. Do you know what I mean? And while you're in the comment section, you may as well leave a like on the video, because it's really helping the channel out. And let's face it, the likes is what helps me get up in the morning and put up with my job. The fact that I get to come home, I get to do this, I get to have fun playing a game that I love in a community that is growing and that I really enjoy. And why not spread the love? By liking, not as in by sending me DMs and trying to slide into mine. The Liverpool train just keeps on rolling at the moment. They've really racked it up onto City now. Look, they're only a point behind. This is very similar to last year, although we're involved now, and that's the one big difference between the two. This is going to be a very tense end to the season, actually, if it carries on like this. Oh, this is interesting as well. I forgot about this. We've got our first new players in the development centre. Oh, my word. Who is this boy? Could be 4 stars. Right back. Oh, it's annoying that we're not going to have a really long-term save here. I'm definitely going to sign him up though. He looks like a very good player, so we'll sign him up. Get him on a youth contract. Definitely get him in. And so that was Richard Cornell. Then we got oh my god, Simba Bentley. I mean, come on, we have to sign him up. Here we go. Contract for Simba. He's accepted it.
Simba, what have you done?
Shut up, Scar. Besiktas are up now as we make the trip to Turkey, and as you'll imagine, I'm not playing the first team at all. This is the team that's got us to where we are, and I want to keep faith. Maybe all the way up until the final. Martinez is in goal, Folkier at left back, Holding, Kera, and Maitland-Niles make up the rest of the defence. Callum Chambers is playing in the deep line playmaker role as a defensive mid. Guendouzi and Willock formed a very good partnership in the middle of the park, and then you've got Smith Rowe and Nelson either side of Gabriel Martinelli, who leads the line up front. We do have some first team players on the bench if needs be, but this is also the team that beat Besiktas in the last game, so there is no reason for me to think that we can't do it again. They've got some very decent players. They've got Ozyakup, who's good. They've got El Neni, who's obviously on loan from us, but he will, I think, be going there at the end of the season. They've got Diaby, Abdoulaye Diaby, who's very good on this, very quick, very physical. It's going to be a tough game, but I have faith in the youngsters. An away goal is crucial, I think it is, because I can see us conceding. I'd say it's going to be a good test of the young boys' character today, because as I'm sure we're all aware, going to Turkey is one of the hardest places to go in the... Oh my god, what a free kick that is from Adam Lalic. Oh my word. We're in a bit of trouble there already. They've scored in the 18th minute. I mean, okay, Martinez should get there. He's walked over to it and then let it go in over his head. So that's disappointing. And at the moment, we could be going to extra time. Let's not do that, shall we? We don't need that. I don't need that. Come on, boys. We've not really got our foot on the ball at all here. We've really let Besiktas come at us and take over the game. All we needed to do was keep it quiet. Nelson, though, over a free kick. Whips it in. Guendouzi! Oh, my God. He's headed over the ball. Oh, mate. That was a sitter. At least we're growing back into the game there. You can tell there now that we've kind of seen off that early siege from them. Oh, I say that. They've got a corner as Rebecca puts it in. Oh, my God. Not El Neni. Please, not El Neni. Don't you dare score against me, you git. I'm going to demand a bit more for the remainder of the half, but we've not really created much in this game. It's not been a very good performance so far, and Besiktas rightfully lead at the break. I'm going to say assertively, I'm far from pleased with what I've just seen from the team. Maitland-Niles isn't happy. I'm going to give him a little bit of... Oh no, he's still demotivated. You moody git. 10 minutes into the second half and nothing has changed, so I think it's time I made some changes. I'm going to take Maitland-Niles off, and on comes Socrates, and he is going to go, Socrates rather, he is going to go in the middle with Holding. Kera's going to go out to right back, and I'm going to put him on full back so he can defend a bit more. I'm going to take Gabriel Martinelli off because he's quite tired, he's not done a lot, and on comes Alexandre Lacazette. Come on, mate, if ever there was a time to get me a goal, it's now. Okay, first half of the second half, and we throw it in. Lacazette on the ball, back to Folkier, good ball to Guendouzi. Guendouzi carries it forward, finds Emile Smith Rowe. He's been very quiet in recent games. He was very good at the start of the year. That's a great ball from Willock to Folkier. He's got his time to pick a pass. He's found it. Smith Rowe now nicks it in. Nelson back to Smith Rowe. Oh, what a goal from Emile Smith Rowe! I said he'd been quiet in recent games, and that is a finish and a half. A great header back from Reece Nelson. The two Englishmen combine. Get in. Come on. Brilliant from the youngsters. Now Besiktas need 3. Great header away by Nelson, and what a finish that is from Smith Rowe. The angle was very difficult. It's the way he manages to keep it down I find incredible. What a finish. Get in. Get in. We're going to bring Danny Ceballos on for the last bit. I'm going to swap him with Willock so Ceballos can go and play as the attacking playmaker, and Joe Willock can play as the box-to-box. I'm absolutely delighted at the moment. Get in. That is a huge goal in the context of this tie. The squad depth isn't actually too bad when the youngsters are in form. It's when you bring them on and they haven't got the experience. That's where it's going to go against us. As Yajic plays a great ball over there to Darukan. Oh no, Tyler Boyd has scored. Oh no, right, okay, they need 3. I'm going to go off positive. We're going to go more balanced. Oh, God. They got a bit lucky with where that fell there. That's a bit annoying. Come on, boys. Just hold out for the last 10 minutes. It's been quite an even game, to be fair. Besiktas has slightly bossed it a bit more than we have, but you expect that with them being at home. The first team would probably struggle, to be fair, away in Turkey. So we'll just have to go with it. Come on. 4 minutes of added-on time. They're up. 2-1. We go through on away goals. It's a bit annoying that we got the defeat, but at the same time, the youngsters have got the job done in what is a very difficult place to go and get a result. So well done, lads. Very, very good indeed. We get just under £1 million for playing that, 987k. And we're going to be against PSV. Okay, that's interesting. That's in the quarterfinals. Very good indeed. Well, that was a bit more exciting, actually. I have to say, in terms of goals, this is a much better episode in that respect. I think what we'll do then is we'll do what we've been doing. We'll only have one leg of the Europa League. And I think what we'll do is let's play Aston Villa away. So let's make the trip to Villa Park. And then we'll have the home tie against PSV, which will be the second leg of our Europa League quarterfinal. That's going to come up in the next episode. And yeah, much more like it. I'm glad that we've scored more goals. We've looked a lot better. We played better. A bit disappointed that we got that defeat there and we finally conceded. But with the youngsters away in Turkey, I kind of understood it. It's a very difficult place to go. And ultimately, we got through and that is all that matters. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do leave a like. It really, really helps and makes me feel good inside. Like, share the video and subscribe. Why not? If you've enjoyed the series so far, brilliant. Subscribe and just keep going. If you haven't seen the series and this is your first episode, go back and watch the rest of it. From what I've heard, it's alright. So why not go and see the rest of it? And like I said, subscribe to make sure that you don't miss another episode of my FM20 save. Until I see you in the next one, stay cool.